Here we go. Brodicon is evolving. Brodicon is a slacking. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since the last time, it's that time or about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine, my name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3. This is the Pokemon HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke, the first series ever on the channel, and we have made it to episode 14. And let's do a quick team recap mid-battle with Golbat as we try to go back to the PC. At the moment, we have Denny P67, our level 35 Rhyhorn with Rock Blast, Tail Whip, Stomp, and Rock Smash. We have Venus, our Ivysaur, I believe it is level 25, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Razor Leaf, and Vine Whip. We have Zombie, the MVP of the run, the Dugong, Headbutt, Surf, Signal Beam, and Icy Wind. We have Brodicon, Feint Attack, Strength, Cut, and Slack Off. This is our Vigoroth. We have Luca, the Lucario, Quick Attack, Bullet Punch, Force Bomb, and Counter. And we have Rome, newly acquired in episode 13, the previous episode on the channel. If you have not checked it out yet, go back, watch that one, come back, and check us out after. Sweet Kiss, Yawn, Encore, and Follow Me. We tried at the end of last episode to see, we caught with Friend Ball, till we get it up with just one level to Togetic. Sadly, we could not, but that is okay. So that's the team, a really quick team recap there. And like I said, this is episode 14. So if you are enjoying the challenge so far, hit the like button down below. Please subscribe, or consider subscribing, because while this is the first series on the channel, it will not be the last. This is just the beginning, and I hope you have seen the progress from episode 1 to now. We have made a lot of progress, I feel. And there's a lot more to come. Episode 14, reminder, drink your water, and even if you leave little sweaty fingerprints on the Yeti, it is okay to be a little sweaty. I'm always a little sweaty. I'm always a little nervous, anxious about something, even if I don't know what it is. And I think doing this, because I want this to be a success. I want this to come out well. I want to continue getting better at it. So it's something I'm passionate about. So doing it gives me just enough stress to be a little bit sweaty. And I'm always hot. I'm always hot. This is a really thin. I love these shirts. They're wicked thin. We actually bought them for the cruise that we did for the honeymoon. So I could have something to wear that was light, that I could swim in if I really wanted to, and that, kind of not suck in the moisture too much, and when it does, it dries pretty quick. But they're just super comfy for hanging around the house, too. So I healed up, but I forgot to switch out Togepi for the moment. So we'll do that real quick here with our Tailo, just because we want something that can learn Fly and Togepi cannot. Togetic can, but we don't have Togetic yet. Hopefully soon, hopefully in this episode, we can get it trained up to a Togetic. And then hopefully in this episode too, we can find ourselves a Shiny Stone and get a Togekiss. That would make things easier. Not promising, but it would be phenomenal. Alright, we can't fly while we're in here. Thinking it might actually make sense when we get to Olivine City here as we fly back over to maybe go face the gym. Actually, you know what? It doesn't. I was going to say it might make sense to put Togepi in the front so we can get the friendship from being in the front and all that fun stuff. Actually, still might be what we do. I'm second, triple, quadruple guessing. The other thought is we go up here. We have a bunch of trainers around Lake of Rage that we can fight that we didn't fight yet because we didn't have the experience share. And then we can do the Rocket Hideout. now that we have the experience share and get Togepi up. But I think if we put the amulet coin on Togepi and we put Togepi in the front, Togepi gets into every battle, so it's used, which is good for friendship. And then maybe we can get it evolved pretty quickly here. Let's see what day of the week it is. I think our haircutter person there's too, so we might try that as well. Before we buy, we want to sell. Let's see what kind of things we have in the box. We will sell Fury Swipes. Nope, no. Do not sell Calm Mind. Sell Chatter because we have Fly. We'll keep Bug Bite for the moment. We will definitely sell the Calcium. We will sell the Full Incense. We will sell the Root Fossil because we're still a ways away from reviving that. We don't need 2 Zap Plates. We'll sell one of them. We have the plates. So we don't need the magnet. We definitely don't want that many. Let's get 13. That'll give us 15 in the bag. We'll do something similar here. Having the amulet coin has definitely helped because we have definitely stocked up on some moolah here. Let's get a good amount of these. Let's go 29. So we have 35 in the bag. Great balls, we've already got 35 in the bag. Let's do 15 more to get us to 50. Then we'll go to Ultra Balls and do 15 more to get us to 50. We'll do 11 just to have the Pokeballs there. Oh, actually, you know what else we can buy here, I think. We'll get 4 for now, the full heals. We'll get some full restores eventually, too. And just have those for like the Elite Four. I don't usually get a ton, maybe 5 to 10 just to have them around. But oftentimes a Hyper Potion or eventually a Max Potion's just as well, and then maybe a full heal if you need it. But no, especially in between battles. But sometimes it's good to have in battle, the full restore just in case. All right, so let's fly up here. And this would be good too because let's fly to the actual town. Mahogany first, so we can put Togepi on the team first and foremost. There are a bunch of hidden items in the Rocket Hideout too. So that might be our game plan for today, actually. We'll go take out all the trainers up and around the Lake of Rage. We've already gotten all the items, I think, up there. But we haven't battled all the trainers. So we'll go do that. And then we can do the Rocket Hideout, which should give us a lot of good experience. Might even get us a couple of new Pokemon. At least evolutions. And if we can get a Togetic in this episode, I mean, Togetic, Rhydon, and of course, Slacking would be the big ones that we're looking for here. I almost want to keep Slacking in front with the Amulet Coin, or Vigoroth in front to get the Slacking, but I think instead we're going to do this. Because then we know that Rome will always get at least some experience. We're going to put the experience share on Brodicon because Brodicon is only 3 levels away. I am 99.7% sure we could get 3 levels in this episode. So we will let Brodicon hold the experience share. We will give Rome the amulet coin so that it gets some friendship by going in. We have a Soothe Bell. We have a Soothe Bell. So the amulet coin is super important. because we want the money. But the money isn't everything. We want the friendship because we want Togepi to know that we were its friend before we had the money. Um, we were its friend after we have the money. Like the money's not going to change us with Togepi. We are all in on Togepi becoming a Togetic. A Togetic. I've done that twice now. I don't know why. A Togetic. So we are. I mean, yeah, it'd be disappointing if we get Togetic up there and we, have all that fun stuff and then we never find a shiny stone. But I think that's a risk we're willing to take because Swallow's a really good Pokemon once we get that. Possible Togekiss would be even better. Alright, so we have no attacking moves there. And we'll switch out Bardock, so we're going to keep the experience nice and 50-50 here. And we're going to be over-leveled for a lot of these. Especially in the Rocket Tower, because in the Rocket Tower, or the Rocket Hideout, there's low 20s. So yes, we're going to switch back in. Togepi to say hello to the Nidoran. And then switch it back out. Just for experience. That's what we want right now. We want experience. This is super effective, but it's not stab. We are 15 levels higher, and we took 8 points of damage total. So I am not worried about that. Not at all. So here this is gonna work out great. We're gonna put in Togepi for a little bit more experience. And then we're gonna switch in Denny P67, who is immune to the electric attacks. Jolteon might also have double kick, but again, it is super effective, but it's not stab. Sand attack isn't ideal, but such is life. Let's try the Rock Blast. 2 sand attacks aren't great. So we will inevitably miss. 3rd sand attack. Wow. Reconnect. This should take it out. Yeah. Just a matter of breaking through the sand attacks. We did it on the 2nd try. Alright. There we go. We might want to use some repels. There's not a ton of grass we have to get through, really. It's just this stretch. But if this stretch becomes annoying, we'll throw a repel up and get through it here. So Hitmontop isn't ideal because fighting type is one of our big weaknesses. As I've said before, though, I think Hitmontop is underwhelming, specifically in its moveset. Triple Kick is like its only good move. And don't get me wrong, that did way too much damage. We are going to switch out to Venus, the Ivysaur, who is at least resists fighting type moves. A Togetic with Fly would be great right now. This might be a whole team effort here. Because if that wakes up and quick attacks us again and gets a crit, we're done. Triple Kick is super effective against Luca, but Luca's 10 levels higher. We should be able to take it down with a Force Palm or 2 at the most. It pursued us, which does nothing to us. We're fine. We also have Quick Attack ourselves. We'll outspeed. We'll take it down. And 1 and done there. And then we will heal up the team. Not Togepi. Togepi's fine. Definitely Venus. And definitely Broticon. Naturally, we'll hit something every step across here, right? I wonder if Togepi can learn Bug Bite. If it can, we might teach it Bug Bite, just so it has something for an attacking type move. Hey, it can. Alright. Get rid of Encore for now. I don't love Follow Me, but if we really need it in a double battle, we could throw it out and sacrifice Togepi. We don't want to ever have to do that, but if for some reason that becomes a thing. I can't imagine Bug Bite's going to do much of anything to Weedle, but Weedle's not going to do much of anything to us either. It might be able to poison us at some point, which would be bad, but we got lucky with a crit. So let's yawn it. Maybe we'll sweet kiss it. Let's just see if we can get Togepi a straight up win. I don't feel like switching out of Togepi against a Weedle. That just seems a bit much. No poison, no poison, no poison. Weedle falls asleep. We bug bite it away. Bring another crit, that would be phenomenal. Weedle falls asleep regardless, so that helps us out. This should take it down. Oh, it didn't take it down. Will it stay asleep one more turn? It does. Alright. So it probably took a little longer than if we had gone into a Pokemon with any kind of real move. But we'll keep that. Didn't mean to click around. I want to go to Pokemon. And we're going to bring in Denny P67, get the Amulet Coin, extra money, and Rock Blast this into oblivion. I'll try to fix my watch while we do. Unsurprisingly, Rock Blast did a ton of damage. Just because we can get out of the grass quicker. Weasel. I don't think Weasel's going to have anything super effective against us. We are 11 levels higher. Let's do a little training here. Water Gun's probably the best move or bite that it's going to have. I'm hopeful we can take it down one more. We should be fine. That was a crit and it only did 8 points of damage, so yeah, not too worried about that. And a whole whopping 80 EXP. Use this berry juice. Not that I'm super afraid of losing Togepi right at the moment because we're basically switching them out, but heaven forbid the next Pokemon has like Shadow Tag or something. Arena Trap. Give ourselves a chance. Or Pursuit. We really don't want to hit Pursuit either. We are quad effective with grass, so we will use Venus for the Omastar. think Razor Leaf is 95% accurate, so. As M&J TV Place, aka Mikey says, if it's not 100% accurate, it's 50% accurate. There may have been somebody else who said that before him, but that's who I know of. That's who introduced me to it. We're going to have to do some more grass here because there's one more trainer down below. I should really just set up. I see this is in part why we trained up our, or healed up our Togepi, because we're not going to get some curse damage, which is not ideal. Oh. Oh, I did nothing. I knocked off the Soothe Bell, which isn't polite, but. Wow, the curse does way too much damage. Can we switch? We can switch. And this is why our Vigoroth has Feint Attack. Seems like it was an unfair split there. We got Rome got like 90 experience point and Brodecan got like 200 something. But such is life. Alright. Here's this battle. This might actually time out a little bit well. It'll be a little bit longer of an episode, but when are they not at this point? I don't think this thing has Dragon Rage. It has the ability to paralyze us. So we're in the MVP. We haven't used the MVP as much zombie here recently because we've been training up some other Pokemon. But I was going to say is it might be a good kind of way to time this out. We take down the last handful of Lake of Rage trainers. We go do the Rocket Hideout. It'll be a little bit longer of an episode, but it will get us through this episode and then give us 2 gyms in the next episode to go battle. And then depending on how quickly those go, maybe the radio tower with all the rockets, but the rockets might, that might be its own episode in and of itself too. So we shall see. And what's great is we get 4 encounters in the rocket hideout here too, so that'll be nice. I'm not even gonna mess around on this one because it's a Mewtwo. I know we're gonna be like 20 levels higher, but I'm not gonna risk Togepi going in there or anything like that. Let's just take out. Oh, we're only 13 levels higher. But let's just get rid of the Mewtwo. Feint Attack is gonna be our strongest move on one of our better Pokemon, and it doesn't one shot. Super effective. It's not stab, so that doesn't help us. But it only takes 2. We'll take it down. We'll be alright. And there we are. And let's do a couple of things. First and foremost, let's unparalyze Togepi on the off chance we need to use Togepi in a battle. And then it's a waste of a Super Repel to get back out of the grass. But otherwise, we'd encounter like 7 people. For a Magmortar, we will, of course, use Denny P67 because it's super effective. And we'll get the Amulet Coin Pop, which is always good. And there's a slim chance that Rome will evolve right here. We got another level. We have the Friend Ball. We have the Soothe Bell. Or, it won't. Feebas. I believe Feebas was one of our starter options, if I am not mistaken. I'm curious if we can take it. Okay, let me say if we don't have 10 bug bites, so I'm curious if we can take it down with Togepi, given that there's only 10 bug bite PPs, but it should not live a third. I would be shocked. Raichu. That calls for Denny P67 with the Amulet Coin and resisting pretty much everything or being immune to everything Raichu throws at us. It was really sad when Denny P67 couldn't learn Rock Slide. But Rock Blast has come through for us huge. We have taken down a ton of Pokemon with Rock Blast. So I think I've been sleeping on Rock Blast my entire Poke career. The entire time I played Pokemon, I have not given as much credence to the power of Rock Blast as I probably should have. All right, sorry about that. A little quick cut there for another spider. I'm telling you, I hate spiders. They probably know we're supposed to get a big snowstorm here. They probably know that the snow is coming. So that's nice of them. But War Turtle we can take down with a Ivysaur, a battle of mid evolutions for the Gen 1 starters. Not complain about getting a War Turtle on the team later. Squirtle, Blastoise, any of the above? I mean, it depends on what level. At this point, if we get a level 5, it would be difficult to train up pretty quickly, but might be worth it. It's not an encounter, but Squirtle. Squirtle's my favorite Pokemon of all time. I think Blastoise turns out to be a very good water type. Not the best water type, but it's one of my favorites because I love Squirtle. Just love Squirtle. I think Squirtle's adorable. Adorable little Pokemon. So we could go to Zombie, because water is super effective, but I feel like Denny P67 has been the hot hand here of late. And of course, we're trying to get a Rhyhorn here eventually, or a Rhydon here eventually. 7 levels to go. I don't think we're going to see 7 levels in this episode, but. And we know that Rhydon gets water absorbed. So we're going to have to really dig deep and pray about whether or not we want to put the protector on and bump it up to a Rhyperior. Better stats, absolutely. But water absorb Rhydon. Maybe we can encounter a Rhyperior at some point and we can find out what its ability is. Like if we encounter a Rhyperior before we get Rhydon, right? Maybe in this episode. We throw out Dugong. We hit Surf. If it's got water absorbed too, well then no question, right? That's easy. Easy done. But if it has Storm Drain, I think Storm Drain still affects you. Oh. mean, something against grass like Sap Sipper, I don't think is in this gen. Wouldn't be terrible either. Huge power. I don't know how we'd figure that out, other than the hard way. I don't want to lose a Pokemon to a huge power Rhyperior, but I wouldn't mind a huge power Rhyperior either. I would not say no to that at all. I would take that, as they might say here, I would take that right quick and in a hurry. Oh, Cresselia. It amazes me how many legendaries we have battled, and the only two we've had as encounters have been Reggies that would likely blow up and kill us, and so we've just run away from them because we're not about to lose Pokemon for an explosion. I've never really encountered a Cresselia in all my playthroughs either. I don't think I've ever really had one on the team. If I have encountered one, it's been late enough in a run where all of my Pokemon are so over leveled compared to it that it just isn't worth training up to get on the team. Or I've had somebody else that take the psychic spot like a Alakazam or something. But I can't really recall even encountering a Cresselia in a randomizer. In an actual playthrough, maybe. I don't even think that. I don't think I ever did anything to get Cresselia. I know I've had Cresselia beat me down in Nuzlocke. I have lost as many Nuzlocke to Cresselia as I have lost to probably every other Pokemon combined. That's probably not true. But I feel like there's a good half dozen just randomizers that I've played on my own that Cresselia has been the reason I've gone down. So I have a deep respect for Cresselia. It can be very annoying. We got very lucky there. Of course, if you have a good dark type or a good dark attack on a good Pokemon like we do with Vigoroth, then it's manageable. But I've definitely had instances where we just don't have the dark type move or we don't have it yet, and Cresselia just been there to be like, well, sucks to suck, and boom, sweeps the team. We reset, we move on, etc. So we're going to heal up the team. We're at 32 minutes. This is going to take way more than 15 minutes. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's go after the Rockets. Let's see if we can't get it done. Made a quick cut there so I could do a quick save state just in case the encounter in here eventually one of the biggest places for a glitch in Pokemon. I probably could have done the save state later, but closer to it, but rather safe. Better be safe than sorry in here. I also love the music we get for the Rocket Hideout, Team Rocket HQ. What hideout do you like better? Comment question of the day. Do you prefer this Rocket Hideout, the HQ, or the Rocket Hideout in Gen 1, where you take down the poster and there's the switch? I honestly think it might be this one because we're going to know in about 2 minutes what 90% of the trainers we're going to face, at least on this first level of the HQ, have, which is nice. So we know every time we walk in front of the statue, we're going to face 5 Pokemon. This first Rocket Grunt has 2. The next one has 3. And every one of them are going to have these 5 Pokemon. So the first one is always going to have Magnemite and Electivire. I didn't even think of it having a fighting. Okay, we ate it. I mean, for a split second, I thought, oh, it gets a fighting move later because I think it can learn Hammer Arm, possibly, or Brick Break, or maybe that's my TM. I didn't even think about it having low kick. which is not fun. But it's not stab, so we're fine. Alright, what does this guy have? He's always going to have the same three. Chikorita. We might be able to take out Chikorita with Bug Bite. Probably will take two of them, at least, if not three, but Bug Bite's super effective. We're 11 levels higher, two of them. You know what? We will use Roam to take down Chikorita. It's okay that we're going to get poisoned here because we can heal it up between statues. Oh, Synthesis. Level 16 already? Wow. If it doesn't go for Synthesis here, we're fine. I think we're a speed type too because it Synthesis first and then we hit the Bug Bite and then vice versa. We are one level away from slacking. So we're going to see a lot of types that Denny P67 is super effective. Well, would be super effective against if we had a ground type move, which we don't. But this does feel like a Denny P67 area here. Which is okay because we are 7 levels away from Rhydon. Yes, we're going to take some poison damage, I think, right here. Oh, it doesn't. Great. Even better. Luca could easily take this out, but we're one level away from Broticon evolving. Oh, no, 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 no. Pursuit. Oh, no, no. Okay. It's not super effective, but Togepi's not like super bulky. And we don't want to lose Togepi because we want Togetic and then hopefully a Togekiss. And I'm half expecting and hoping that we can find a shiny stone in here. Because there's a lot of hidden items in the Rocket HQ. Do we not have antidotes? Alright, well. Use the heal powder. Great music. And then you step in front of the statue. Makes sense. It's like an alarm going off, so it's got to be somewhat annoying, but be great if Togepi evolved at level 28 too, because then we could move it out of the front. We could put Broticon maybe back up there. We could slap the experience share maybe on Venus, or maybe back even on Togetic. Like the sooner evolves, the better for everybody. Really is what I'm trying to say. I don't love giving the free hit off to Electivire, but we're so close to level 28. And level up is going to help with the friendship. The friend ball helps with the friendship. The soothe bell helps with the friendship. Like, we can do this. Alright, Swift does nothing because we resist. And then let's stomp this because Rock Smash last time took 3. We can take another low kick. There's level 28 for Rom. Ooh, Wish. Yes, we'll get rid of Follow Me. We talked about that earlier. I don't really want Follow Me on there anyway. Evolve, 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 evolve. Or not. If it doesn't Synthesis on its next turn, or if we can outspeed it again, we're Like I say, we're higher level now, though, so we should outspeed it every time. We should have gotten just enough speed, and we did. The poison's not fun, especially since we don't have any antidotes. But it is what it is. Beautiful. Like, we want the Sooth Belt on Rome because of the friendship. But there's also a part of me that wants to put the experience share on it. Especially after we get Brodicon up one more level here, which shouldn't take long. So that we can switch it out every time. Like, throw the amulet core, and all the experience share makes more sense. Then we can switch it out, and then we don't have to like switch into it every time to get the extra experience. We can just keep it out until it evolves. And again, the sooner it evolves, the better for all of us because it's evolved. You know, we're not super far from the end, or the entrance, I should say. If we just go heal, it heals up the poison. There's also a part of me that wants to quickly grab Talo and go check with the friendship raider to see if this is even worth it right now, or if we're way away from friendship, which doesn't make sense because we're using it in important battles. We use the friend belt, we have the friend ball, we have the Sooth Belt on it. It's leveled up 3 times. Like, we should be getting good friendship. Maybe I need to go cut its hair. I don't know. If it's not there by level 30, and we get to level 30 in this episode, then we're just gonna, I don't know, friendship grind somehow. I don't even know what that would entail, but that's what we're gonna have to do, I guess. Makes me sad too that we got Drill Peck and that we've sold Chatter. I mean, you never know, right? Because if we had either one of those, once you get a Togetic, Fly, Wish, and then some other kind of flying move would be great. But not gonna lose sleep over it either, because I'm not gonna live in the past. At the time we did those things, it was the right thing for us to do. We couldn't predict what was coming down the line. That's my thought process. Plus, we don't have a shiny stone, so it's not like we're guaranteed a Togekiss anyway. I'm very hopeful that we'll find one in the Rocket HQ here, but we don't have one. So getting rid of those isn't necessarily the end of the world. We're 12 levels higher. Can we do enough damage to this to take it? No. Don't worry. We're getting you out of here. We'll watch it have a ringer trap. That would have sucked. That would have sucked. Now, let's not miss a Razor Leaf. There we go. Well, this was very nice of this trainer to have a lot of flying types that we could train up Denny P67 with. I mean, it takes a lot of experience away from Rome, but Denny P67 is super effective with Rock Blast. Double Team is going to raise evasiveness, so we might need to think about putting in Brodicon and using Feint Attack, which doesn't miss regardless of all those things. Let's see if we can break through here and get the Rock Blast off. We can. Should one-shot it. I guess that counts as a one-shot or a two-shot. It's one use of the move, but it took 2 blasts. Either way. Staraptor is down. And this is where we get our encounter here. And let's pray for something powerful. It's a Ghastly. We have a Ghastly. And we're stuck. Alright. We'll try one more square and see if we can get lucky with something that isn't a Ghastly. I think there are 2 different encounters you can get. It's not looking like it, is it? It's looking like it's all Ghastly. I don't like how much damage Ghastly can do to us with Curse. That's a different setup, right? It was rocks instead of the little sparks. So let's see if this is something else. It's a Pikachu, the mascot. All right. Well, it's not like broken, but it's not bad. We will take a Pikachu. It is an electric type. We don't really have a strong electric type within the confines of our team. It will require a Thunderstone, which I don't think we have. Excuse me, but that's okay. Probably wouldn't be something we would really train up until we got, if we got a Thunderstorm, but definitely not something to be mad about, because if we could find a Thunderstone, a Raichu would be great. Thunderbolt, heck yeah. And first, Ball Basse comes through. Hello. Now I already kind of ruined what I like to nickname my Pikachus. And if you want a Pokemon named after you, as I said before, leave a comment down below. I will try to nickname a Pokemon after you. But I name my Pikachu's mascot because Pikachu is the mascot of Pokemon. Alright, so we got Pikachu for the encounter. Not too worried about that. I think what we might do, because we're at 48 minutes and this is already going to be an hour of power, we've got 3 statues left, which means 6 trainers, plus a bonus trainer down here with an item. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take on the rest of this floor, and then we'll wrap up the episode there. We'll finish the Rocket HQ in the next episode, which would be episode 15, I believe, on Thursday. And then take on the 2 gyms, and that might be an even better way to time out. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take on 7 more trainers in here. I would be shocked if we don't have a Slacking by then. Absolutely would shock me if we don't. Because we're halfway between level 35 and level 36 already. We've got 7 trainers to go. We've got the experience share thrown on there. Oh boy. That's a Groudon. We're not going to play around. We're not throwing Roam out there. We're going to the MVP. We're going to the Legend Killer. Maybe that's what we should start calling Zombie. We keep calling it the MVP. It's the Legend Killer. Thankfully, it does not have Water Absorb, which would be an awesome ability if we had it on our team, but not to go against. Icy Wind would have been super effective as well. In fact, we're going to get rid of Icy Wind right here because Aurora Beam is better. And we're going to keep Zombie in because it's not a legend, but it is a pseudo legend. And we will try out our new Aurora Beam, which should one shot because water or flying and ice. It's super flying and dragon. It's super effective. Easy for me to say. And the legend killer comes through. Legend, pseudo legendary, doesn't matter. Zombie's got your number. Not a shiny stone, which is what we want most of all here. Alright. Bring on the Magnemite. Wow. Wow. Do, do, do. I wonder if we can get Rome up to another level. We have 15 Pokemon to do it with. 15 Pokemon, splitting the experience with Brodicon. I'm not holding my breath. But what a way to wrap up the episode. If we could get Slacking and Togetic in this episode, an hour of power with those two, I'm just saying, a kid can dream. In fact, we might do this. Once we take the experience share off of Brodicon, once it gets up a level, which might be, it's going to be this statue. No doubt in my mind. Might be this Pokemon. It'll be the statue. But what we'll do is once we get Slacking, we'll take the experience share off so that we're just splitting it 50-50 every time we switch out. That should get us to level 29 at the very least. Give us an outside shot at 30. Ooh, we'll take the one shot crit. All right. I see you, Rome. And there it is. That is the experience that we need. We will have a Slacking as soon as we get out of this battle. And then we'll see what the ability is. And we hope it's something good. We hope it's something busted. I mean, huge power, right, is the one that everybody goes to. I feel like Water Absorb would be nice. I don't think there's many double battles, if any, left, but Water Absorb wouldn't be bad. Volt Absorb. Pure Power. Really, as long as it's not like a bad move or a bad ability. I was really expecting it to go for Pursuit right there, which is why I stayed in and hit Sweet Kiss. Because I wanted to see if we could get it to hit itself in Confusion rather than hitting us on our way out. It did not go for Pursuit, which is nice of it. But it did hit itself in Confusion, which is what we wanted. Snaps out immediately. It wastes its turn with Focus Energy. We're going to one-shot it as long as we break through Paralysis, and we do. And we have no more impediments between us and our Slacking. Here we go. Brodicon is evolving. Brodicon is a Slacking. One-slotted Swagger. Swagger is stupid to me. You like raise your opponent's attack, but confuse the opponent. So we're going to take this for the time being. And then let's see what the ability is on our Slacking. Anticipation. Not bad, right? It's not a bad ability, and that's what we said. We don't want a bad ability. It's not a broken ability, but it's not a bad ability, so we will take that. Let's get rid of the paralysis there. Fossil. Alright. 10 more Pokemon. 2 more trainers. Can we get Togetic? Can we do it? That's what we're rooting for. Just enough experience between these 10 to get us to level 29. And by being level 29, we want to see a Togetic on the team. And then we'll go back to focusing on getting ourselves a Rhydon and possibly a Rhyperior. We're now 6 levels away from Rhydon. And we're going to keep doing the switch training thing. Because we want to keep the Soothe Bell on there for the friendship. We've talked about this like all episode. That's pretty much all I've talked about. But it's our best bet. We are so close. It might be in this battle. It might be this Electivire. It is. Level 29. Will it evolve? I don't think so, because I think the music would have already gone. Ugh. Alright, well, we still have 8 Pokemon. Can we get enough experience in 8 Pokemon to get to level 30 and hopefully get ourselves a Togetic? I wanted to go for Bug Bite there. I misclicked. Because I want all this experience to myself. It's not going to be a ton. It's going to be like 200 experience points. But I want this all. All for Togepi. Because if we can take down the Chikorita by ourselves, which we know we can, it doesn't help that it's growled us 3 times now. And that it's back to full health. Let's see if we can get it to attack itself. If we can hit itself in confusion, that would be nice. And maybe we'll try to put it to sleep too. Hope it breaks that Razor Leaf. How well do we tank a Razor Leaf? Easy. No concern about Razor Leafs right now. We have Wish if we need it. Hit yourself. That's 4 growls. That misclick at the beginning really hurt. It finally hits itself in confusion, and then it falls asleep. Let's see if we can take it down in 2 more of these. Oh, the withdraw! The pro plays! I don't like that. That's not nice. Alright, we're back to splitting. But that's fine, because when... Okay, this works out well. Because when they send Chikorita back in, we're not playing set style, so we can send in Togepi. We'll outspeed, we'll get the Bug Bite, we'll kill it in 1. Because all the growls go away. This works out in the long run. And it's still going to be asleep unless it has some ability to get rid of it, which we know Meganium doesn't, but Chikorita might. Chikorita does. We still have speed. One Bug Bite should kill because we don't have the Growls. There we go. And we get all that experience points, which is what we wanted from the beginning. All right, let's try out Brodicon. The slacking Brodicon. Excuse me. All right. 5 more Pokemon to go. I don't think we're going to get enough experience here to get Togepi up to Togetic. It's just not looking good. Now, the good thing about after this is when we go down into the basement or whatever it is, the next level down, we're going to get healed up by Lance. So any status or weakness here will be fine because we're going to get healed for free. There's no way we could take down Electivire with Togepi, right? Right? We're 10 levels higher. How much is Shock? This will be the determining factor. If Shockwave does a lot, because Low Kick is stronger the heavier you are. That's way too much damage. This is dumb. Because a crit probably kills us. But I'm curious what we can do with a Bug Bite. Because if we can get all of this experience from taking down Electivire, that might get us to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Togepi. It's just not worth it. It's not worth losing you. We can't get a Togetic if you die. We need this to hit 3 times. It did not. Stayed asleep though, so that's fine, but. Alright. We should have plenty of HP enough that we can even live a crit Razor Leaf. We're gonna Bug Bite. If we can get a crit Bug Bite, it takes down the Chikorita. No crit. A Poison Powder we're not going to worry about. It'll do a little bit of damage here, but not a ton. And like I said, we get healed immediately. Oh, that's right, though. We want to keep Rome in. That's going to be so close. Don't kill us. 7. Here's what we're going to do. Because if we switch in, it's Eradicate. We know that. If we switch in Togepi to get experience from Eradicate, and then we try to switch out, and Eradicate goes for Pursuit at 7 health points, it kills us. It's just facts. So we're going to try to avoid that as best we can. Well, actually doing really the only thing it can do, and it's try to weaken us down so they can go for a Swift and maybe take some more damage, but. Or maybe not Swift, maybe it's Quick Attack that it has, but. Doesn't matter because all we have to do is break through and hit it once, and we do. And that's good night, Irene. All right. Can we get enough experience from Eradicate? It didn't go for Pursuit, which is fine because then we don't take any damage at all, but this is not very effective. Didn't want a quick attack. We're 14 levels higher, so it might. It won't. Now it pursuits. It's dark, so it's also not very effective. The crit does 2. But we'll do another quick attack. Why not? It'll win. Do we get enough? We do. Do we get a Togetic? This would be the way to end the episode. A Togetic right here. Please evolve, Togepi. Come on, Togepi! No such luck. All right. Well, as promised, it's been a little bit over an hour. We're not going to finish the Rocket Hideout right now. We will finish it in the next episode, which will be Thursday. It'll be a new recording session, so it'll all be fun. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.